Yo, what's up, guys? How are y'all? Oh, shit. How was y'all's Thanksgiving? What's up, guys? Alright, what's up, dude? Oh no. Hi. Man, it has been a fucking minute. It's been like 11 whole days since I went live. And that's my bad, guys, because I had to go see my mom. I had to see my sisters. Y'all are in Discord. I posted pictures. Not very many, but... David looks good, man. Oh, my fucking glasses are, man. Alright. I don't know where to start, guys. What's new? Like, what did I miss? Over Thanksgiving, I didn't watch shit. Well, I did a little bit. It just wasn't anything YouTube related that we watch, so. But there's some new Angry Cops videos. If y'all want to lead off with that. There's some stuff I want to check out, actually, from him, from Nikki MGTV. It's just like a whole bunch of shit that I saw on my feed while I was gone. I wanted to watch, but I was like, fuck it, I'll just wait till I get back. But we're here. Fuck. We're gonna start in a second. Hold on. All right, let's. Okay. We are gonna lead off with some probably Angry Cops, man. Let me pull this up and then I'll pull up some Nikki MGTV. Because there's so many that I've missed. I don't know why it says I've watched that, but I haven't. Jesus Christ. Alright, we missed a little bit. The last one we watched was from last month. He finished the crack house, government shutdown, funniest, no. Airman arrested for lying during homicide investigation. Why? Why are you involved in a homicide? And you're in the Air Force. You joined the wrong branch, man. It's a murder. Oh, he did a video on EDM body cam. We've watched videos about that channel before. What happened when 6 politicians tried to go viral? I don't recognize those people. Pardon me if I don't keep up with political faces, but in the thumbnail, I recognize none of those people. And then, yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I don't know why it says that I've seen this video, but I haven't. Victim goes too far and is arrested. The DoorDash saga. Oh, what is it? Did they not tip enough and you went full entitled Karen? That's crazy. Roth, what's good, dog?
What's up from warm Phoenix? Mister, you live in Virginia where it's fucking tits ass cold? What's up, man?
Glad you're doing good. Fantastic. Christian, what's good, my man? How are you? Johnny, how goes it? Thanksgiving was good. Got to see my mother. Same. This year, couldn't prior years because she chose a piece of shit guy. Wouldn't even let my brother and me. I go through that sometimes with my little brother. My little brother is not from my mom. He's from a different lady. There's no love lost between me and this lady at all whatsoever, so I understand. I'm gritting my teeth in the process. Braxton, what's good? Assuming your holiday was well, it was good, dude. Actually, I had a better time than I thought I would have. Really, just hanging with my sisters, man, and my mom mainly. I don't see my mom often, and it's not because our relationship is great now, not when I was a teenager. But I enjoyed my time hanging out with her and my niece and shit like that. So. Wait, dude, no. They remastered Turok on the PlayStation 5? That's fantastic. I don't have a PlayStation 5, but good for you guys. I'm happy for y'all, because let me tell you, my little ass played the shit out of some fucking Turok when I was a kid. Oh my god. Me and my buddy. Just all day, all night on some fucking Turok. That was the jam. Yo, Sam, what up? Dude, 1 second, hold on. I got fucking... You guys will understand. I had one singular fucking beard hair that kept poking me in the nose, and it was driving me insane. I had to go rectify that. I know I could just shave, but sometimes just plucking that fucker out, just nipping it real quick. Yeah, that's fantastic that they remastered Turok. I've been playing, I just recently got into Pokemon Unite. Which is like, if y'all have ever played League of Legends, it's basically League of Legends, but with Pokemon. I love it. It's so much fun. It's so good. And I've been having a blast with it. So if you like Pokemon, and you like League of Legends, play yourself some Pokemon Unite. Oh yeah, dude, I'm not shaving my face. No, it was just one singular hair, like right here, that kept fucking with me, and I couldn't stand it. And no, when I mean shave, I mean like just trim, like around this area and like my lip area. When my beard gets really long, y'all can't see my upper lip. We gotta do something. Talking about beards. I want to watch Airman arrested for lying during homicide. got a huge turkey yesterday with my new compound bow. Dude, that's fantastic. Christmas come fucking early. Because I don't know about y'all, but I eat turkey for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Because, yeah, why not? I feel like it's still the season. Kind of. I mean, I don't really feel like there's a set cuisine, there's a set dish for Christmas like for Thanksgiving. Everyone has their turkey on Thanksgiving. But for Christmas, as long as you have eggnog, I think you're fine. But my ass still eats fucking turkey during Thanksgiving or during Christmas. So you'll be eating good. And I don't know how many people are with you, JD, that would also like some turkey, but if it's just you, bro, you got food for a month. Aw, dude, don't bring up Nintendo 64, because you bring up Nintendo 64 and then it reminds me of 007, James Bond. It reminds me of the golden PP or the golden pistol that they had in there. I think it was the golden silent. I don't know, man. The shit was nuts, and I miss those days actually. Got stoned and ate 50 pounds of food. Fuck yeah, that's. I limited myself this Thanksgiving. I was still full, but I didn't overdo it like other years that I fucking went ham. I kept it under control this year because I was stoned, but I was also very cognizant of the fact that being stoned and having a lot of food is not a good mix for the following day when you go to the toilet. I thought about that, and I was like, not this time. I'm going to eat in moderation. And I did. It's still good though. I mean, if I can't eat turkey, then it's definitely gonna be fucking steak. Actually, you know, I don't discriminate, man. Turkey, steak, beef. It doesn't matter. I'll eat it. Given that it tastes good. Yo, put a picture of that put a picture of your turkey in the Discord. If I can see this thing. 4 joints and 2 bottles of Jack Daniels. I would have partaken in the joints, not so much the Jack Daniels. I almost just threw up saying it. Not a drinker. I'll smoke the fuck out of those doobies though. I've seen people do that. Kind of like I've seen videos where people will go to like PETA rallies or like vegan protests. You know how like those vegans, they go outside and just like they start screaming. I've seen people like just go and stand in front of them and just like eat KFC, eat McDonald's, fucking like all that shit. They get so mad, murder, and they're over there just like, shit fucking slaps, girl. You're missing out. You and your soy boy boyfriend, he'd have more muscle if he ate some muscle. Oh man, it's so good. Oh, we didn't have those this year. We had those last year. The yams with the marshmallows sprinkled. Oh, dude, I could eat that and only that. And we've been talking about food for so long because I just ate. Had I not eaten, I would have already fucking started this video.
Today, we are going to be comparing the Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, I'm sure that had I visited any of you motherfuckers for Thanksgiving, it would have been food for days. I wouldn't have been able to. I probably wouldn't have even been able to fit the leftovers in the back seat. Probably I'd put all that shit in the trunk. Because I know that most of y'all are like my family. You just cook an ungodly amount of food and then you eat the leftovers because Fuck it, you went Black Friday shopping. We ain't going grocery shopping again. We eating what we got. Did any of y'all go Black Friday shopping? I did. I went and got some dip. Well, not dip. I got these, but it was a good purchase. I was proud of myself. Wasn't a line or anything. Oh, and I did sit out by the fire. That was also a highlight of my Thanksgiving. I sat out by the fire pit. And occasionally I would step away to go smoke because I do not partake in that in front of my mother. So like every so often I would just like go to the front part of the house. I'll like walk really, really far away. Where'd you go? I had to shit. There you go. You have to shit often, son. You should go see a doctor. Nah, I'm fine. It's just ate all that food. Your sister got you a comic book? That's phenomenal. All right.
Skywalker.
I was watching some comic shit last night, actually. I don't read the books, Christian, but I do watch the videos. If that makes you feel any better. I stopped reading the comic books when I became a teenager, but I did keep up with my love for it as I aged. I watched a whole hour-and-a-half video about the Flash and the Reverse Flash. Flash is my favorite character. I watched a whole hour-and-a-half video about the Flash and the Reverse Flash last night before I woke up to drive back home. Oh, dude. That's... Take that. All right. Yeah, we're going to do this. Let's see. Airman arrested for lying during a homicide investigation. I'm curious as to if he's the person that killed someone, or if he's lying for someone, or if he knows someone, or he knows the person that did it, and he's just like, nah, I ain't seen him since kindergarten. Meanwhile, you were caught on camera with him yesterday. Like, I don't know. We're gonna find out. It's so like, oh, dude, airmen destroying their careers. You're in the best branch of the service. I don't know if they realize this while they're in the service or not, or when they get out, but outside looking in, that's the best branch to serve. The Air Force, man. And y'all ruin it. Oh, it's so easy. It's so easy, bro. Y'all barely have to do PT. I mean, maybe now after Pete, did his little speech, but even then. Oh, so. And y'all throw it away. Yeah, y'all can literally coast. Brothers and sisters, y'all can coast. I don't recommend get complacent, stay in the same rank, but you know what I'm saying? I truly feel that y'all don't have to work as hard as Marines or Army. Therefore, oh no, man. And y'all toss it like that. I mean, I kind of like low-key kind of tossed my Army career, but this Army I feel like I didn't have as much as y'all do to lose. Anyways. Who's got waffles? Chocolate chip waffles? Chocolate chip pancakes? What are we talking? With some strawberries and some whipped cream? Some bacon? Orange juice? More bacon? The sky's the limit with the bacon. Have you seen lower rank go off on officers? Present. Present, yeah. I did. Yeah. One. And on a handful of NCOs. Otherwise, I was very well behaved and very well liked. Okay. I wasn't a menace. But there's always that one person that's going to try you. Every single time. And when I was in, that rank didn't really mean much to me, man. You said dumb shit, I let you know. You did dumb shit, I let you know. In a tactful way, of course. You've got brain damage? Why? From how? Ryan, what's good? Did you get the M9 or the M17 when you were in? Fuck no. That's an officer thing. Officers carried pistols. They were assigned an M4, a rifle, M16 depending on the unit. Some units gave M4, some units gave M6. I used both. They issued these fuckers rifles and a sidearm. And they can choose which one they can carry. So what do these motherfuckers carry? Sidearms. Why? A sidearm is lighter than a rifle. And yeah, I know that rifle doesn't weigh much, but after carrying that bitch all day, you're just like, oh, fuck, man, this fucking thing. As opposed to just having something on your hip, like a cell phone, that you can just do whatever the fuck you want, man, yeah. I didn't get a sidearm. I was promised a shotgun by my recruiter. He said, 88 Mike, you'll get a shotgun in that truck with you. I was like, word? Yeah. Along with your rifle, you have a shotgun. It's like all the truckers get it. I was excited. I deployed. I didn't get a shotgun. I was disappointed, to say the least. I did get a 50 cal though, so that was a good consolation prize. I was like, I can live with the fact that I didn't get a shotgun. So. I don't know what the shotgun was. I don't even know what they issue. He just said shotgun. And maybe once upon a time, that was the case. Maybe once upon a time, if you were Motor T, if you were 88 Mike, if you were whatever, you got a shotgun. I don't know. I didn't get one. My friends didn't get one. But to be fair, my first unit was with an infantry unit, so it's like we all got M4s and 249s and 240 Bravos and 50 cals. So again, the fact that we didn't get shotguns, it was a letdown. But that's what you get when you believe your recruiter. Take everything your recruiter says. Don't take it at face value. All right, let's start this shit. Let's see why this fucker threw it away, and for why, and for who.
Set his pistol down and went off and shot another airman, causing his death. Well, we've been bamboozled.
Oh no, hold on.
Do you remember the story about the airman who set his pistol down and went off and shot another airman, causing his death? Well, we've been bamboozled.
I was gonna say, that whole story feels like a lie. I just set it on the table, and it went off, and it shot someone. Well, let's go around the company and ask your fellow soldiers what the relationship was like between you and the soldier who got a bullet. If they say anything negative, motherfucker, you guilty. Let's see.
That's right. A story that circulated far and wide showing how dangerous the SIG P320 could potentially be, garnering headlines everywhere. Bullshit. And from all these lies and
I remember, I didn't see the video, but I remember seeing thumbnails. There was a guy that did a video on it. Moist Critical did a video on it. I'm sure Brandon Herrera did a video on it. I just didn't watch any of those videos, but I am aware of what he's talking about.
Shenanigans and cover-ups, numerous airmen have been arrested. So today, I'm gonna clear the air and set—
Hold on, my recruiter pissed me off. No one can tell me if I can join or not because I'm autistic. I mean, dude, I really do feel like there were some autistic dudes that I served with. It was just like, you really couldn't tell at first, or unless they told you. But there were some that, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't know. I don't think I can tell you either. I would keep asking around. I would keep going and seeing recruiters. And you know what? To be honest, I wouldn't even bring up your autism. If it's not noticeable, if they can't tell right off rip, if they can't even notice it by looking at you, I wouldn't even mention it. Just go forth, see what happens. And if you end up getting rejected, you end up getting rejected. But don't leave it at just like, oh, I can't get answers, if you know what I'm saying. I may not be artistic, but
the record straight on the updated, corrected version of what actually went on when that airman got shot. But first, a word from this video's sponsor. Debt. Oh, it doesn't break in, it creeps in.
I'm sorry. I gotta go back to the last thing he said.
Updated, corrected version of what actually went on when that airman got shot. But first, a word from this video's sponsor.
All right. The Space Force couldn't give me an honest answer. When I joined, the Space Force didn't exist. I feel like that would be the place that would take you. Right? I feel. There's a lot of attention to detail. But I feel like if you're autistic, attention to detail is your fucking forte. Or am I wrong? That's why I say the Space Force would take you. I don't know. Let's... All right.
Things in.
Oh, God.
This Black Friday gift cleans your retainer at the touch of a button. No more brushing or tablets. Over 4 years ago, our team of engineers knew.
In case this whole story is new to you or you forgot.
No, let's go back.
Now let me catch you up on a couple of things in case this whole story is new to you or you forgot some of the important facts of the matter. A couple of airmen are hanging out at the duty desk. One sets his firearm down and it goes off. Chaos. Oh no, what happened? Well, that's what was reported originally. The officers in that Air Force command then decide, hey, hold on, stop. We're gonna pause all training and everybody carrying the SIG P3.
Stand down. That's what that is. Probably a battalion or brigade wide stand down. That's to be expected, though. I don't. He's saying it like it's a surprise, or maybe it's not to him, but that's what it is. A soldier dies, a soldier gets injured like that in that capacity, you're gonna have a stand down. Anytime we had someone get injured and or die while we were deployed, it was blackout. It was a different version of stand down, but it was complete blackout. No calls in, no calls out, no radio silence completely, no internet access, fucking nothing. You are dark on Earth. That's it. You can't reach anybody, not even God, bro, nothing. And yeah, that's what happens. The reason we do that, by the way, is because they don't want the family to find out about the death of their soldier by any other means that's not a messenger. They don't want the family finding out about their dead son on the news, on the internet, from a fucking YouTuber. None of that shit. That's why we do that. And then when you're in garrison, CONUS in the States, and it's something like this, let's say like a soldier accidentally catches a bullet at the range, that whole installation will stand down for the most part.
20, which is currently the United States' main sidearm. An entire command pausing the use of a firearm? Rarely ever heard of. So right away, that story starts making waves like it was a Chinese...
What weapon was it again?
All training and everybody carrying the SIG P320, which is currently the United States' main sidearm. An entire command pausing the use of a firearm? Rarely ever heard of. Yeah. So right away, that story starts...
That is rarely ever heard of because, again, it's usually just like a halting of training, a halting of everything altogether, period. That's what stand down means. I've never heard of that happening and an entire weapon system being like essentially recalled.
Making waves like it was a Chinese ship trying to crash into a Filipino Coast Guard cutter.
That will never not be funny. I don't care how much time goes by. I don't care if I'm 88 years old. That will never not be funny. I don't know if y'all seen that video, but fuck, dude.
Internet video after internet video, including one made by myself.
Yeah. That's...
show how the SIG P320 can be manipulated to fire. And also a bunch of times where the SIG P320 has fired on its own, whether in police holsters or at a range somewhere. And even though those singular incidents of the SIG P320 going off are legitimate, the headline of it costing the life of an airman really sets things off. SIG puts out a statement saying, hey, listen, our firearms are safe. There's no way they can be manipulated to fire unless you pull the trigger, which I say, because I did find a lot of videos of police officers and people at ranges that hadn't pulled the trigger at all on their SIG P320s, and yet they would go off. So the incidents about the SIG P320 going off in the past are legitimate, but like I said, this.
How many incidents does a weapon need to have before it gets taken off the market? Because that's not supposed to happen, man. I'm just watching all of this for the first time. I saw the thumbnails to those videos. I just never watched them. How many times do y'all reckon that a negligent discharge without human error happens? How many times can that happen before they say, all right, let's reel that the fuck back in? In my opinion, 3 times. If it happens more than 3 times, I feel like that's enough. Once, fluke. 2, whatever. You know, it's fine, right? Dog, 3, it's no longer a coincidence, man. Like,
airmen passing away because of the potential negligence of the SIG Firearms Manufacturing Company, well, that's a whole nother level. Fast forward to now, today, where we're at the moment, and well, things have changed. That Air Force Command rescinded its memo previously stating that the SIG P320 should be set aside for the moment, locked up and not used during the duty day, and several weeks after that original incident, they were issued out again, and they were using them on patrols, sentry duty, etc. Now, a lot of people originally were like, how did they get those firearms out so quickly? It's only been a couple of weeks. What do they know that we don't know? Well, now that information has come out, so we can now know what they knew that we're now knowing.
maybe they already had the weapons.
2, count them, 1, 2 airmen have been arrested for giving false statements. Oh, that's not good. And if you don't know what that means that 2 airmen, those 2 airmen that got in trouble, lied. They lied about something. Somebody said, hey, this is an official inquiry, tell us what really happened, and then they lied. Great, what happened to integrity?
Yeah. Oh, dude. You think perjury is bad? Well, it's not perjury, but bro, lying like this on an official inquiry in the midst of an investigation, it might as well be fucking perjury. Dog, like, whenever I was under investigation, I didn't lie. It just took me a long time to tell the truth. I talked in circles with those fucking interrogators for hours. And you don't lie, man, at no point. And I feel like it's worse in the military. It is. You perjure yourself in civilian court, you're just going to piss off that judge. You're at the mercy of him. Here, you're at the mercy of JAG. And JAG does not fuck around, I can tell you firsthand.
And Airman White Allen, well, they were on, well, Airman Levon and Airman White Allen, well, they were on their duty day, doing their normal things, sitting down, BSing with their firearms on their sides, until Airman Allen thought it would be a fun thing to pull out his firearm and point it at his battle buddy and be like, until pow, it went off and shot him. Wow, that seems fairly different from the story that we originally.
Has there been any reports of these firearms going off inside the armory, inside the arms room? Have there been any reports? Because if there's not, it seems to me like these things go off on accident, just based simply off of fucking motion. I guess. At least that's what it seems. A lot of the times that I've seen it go off, it was in someone's hand. They were in the active process of holding it, and it's moving. They're moving it, all that stuff. I only saw a few cases where it fired inside the holster. That one cop, and then another clip. So I don't know. Seems strange, But it just goes back to the old adage, guys. Do not aim a weapon. It's something that you don't intend on destroying. I don't care if there's nothing in the chamber. I don't care if there's not a magazine in it. It doesn't matter. It will never matter. I don't care if it's unsafe. I don't care if your finger's not on the, like, it's just, oh, and that's something they teach you. I mean, but how often it's just negligence to the highest order, really, for the most part. He knows this, but fuck games. It's fine to play fuck games. I'm an agent of fuck games, actually. But
Got about Airman Allen throwing his pistol down in his duty belt onto it.
That pretty much says it. Airmen acting like Marines. I'd expect this from them. But nah. Then again, no, I don't expect it from them, actually. But these kinds of fuck games I do.
The desk and then it going off randomly and shooting Airman Levon. And I quote, Marcus White Allen had pointed the gun at Lovin's chest in a joking manner. White Allen, after the shooting allegedly, urged the two surviving airmen to lie about what happened.
You completely fucked yourself, man, so hard, because there's already a problem with these firearms. Which it gives you some leeway, man. It gives you some leeway. These firearms are defective. So, at most, involuntary manslaughter, conduct unbecoming of an airman, and, oh, bro, you probably get a dishonorable discharge, but now, you're getting all of that and you're going to jail for a long time. Multiple years, fool. You could have just been honest, and at worst, you start over from square one like I did. At best, they say that the fucking firearms gotta go. Look what happened. This guy's an idiot, but still, this can't happen. And then maybe you get to stay in the Air Force, but now you're going all the way straight to fucking jail. Christ.
That's right. 4 airmen chilling out. One of them pulls a gun and says, hey, isn't this funny? Real fucking funny. And then shoots his freaking battle buddy. Now he's dead. To which, literally holding the smoking gun, goes, tell him it was an accident. I got the perfect idea. And then used the negative, I would say, earned press that the SIG P320 has received over firing without people pulling the trigger or having it be in the incorrect holster, because for some reason, I forget which Safariland holster was making them kind of go off. It doesn't matter.
And at any point, I don't know. I never carried a sidearm. I don't know, but is it standard practice for motherfuckers to just like be on duty, even if this weapon wasn't effective, right? Is it standard for motherfuckers to just pull out their sidearm, set it on the table, fuck with it, do this? Is that standard? I don't know, man. I carried that M4 for a long time, and I never sat around and just fucked with it. I either cleaned it or I shot it. That's it. So I don't.
Either way, Genius, who was already flailing his freaking firearm around and flagging his battle buddies, comes up with a genius idea to use those stories and incidents that he's read on either the news or seen on the internet to CYA and cover his ass. And Dingle Dick and Dingle Dumb decide that that's the best course of action for them to do, and they lie. Well, they were caught. And you know what happens when you lie? And eventually it comes out, things get worse, and they did.
I mean, I wonder how they caught them. Because it is believable that he pulled out his sidearm, placed it on the table, and it went off. That is a plausible reality, I feel. I'm wondering how the fuck they caught these guys.
Worse than a guy getting shot accidentally because one airman was goofing around? Yeah, it gets way worse than that.
I feel like it's believable. I mean, look at all these other instances where they went off. No one got hurt because the shit was in the holster. But I saw clips where it went off and motherfucker was actively holding it like this, right? So, I don't know. You're going to jail, though.
How does it get worse? Well, White Allen is dead. After he got arrested for suspicion of involuntary manslaughter, wouldn't you know it, he was found dead on base on October 8th, to which Air Force officials have made zero comments, which, I mean, I don't...
what the fuck do you mean, zero comments? It sounds like suicide to me. But, hold on. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you guys think? What do you mean that dude? Yeah, I feel like that's suicide. The guilt, the embarrassment, the shame, the regret that you killed somebody. You probably killed your homie too. You're on duty all the time. You develop relationships with these people.
Things get worse, and they did. Worse than a guy getting shot accidentally because one airman was goofing around? Yeah, it gets way worse than that. How does it get worse? Well, White Allen is dead. After he got arrested for suspicion of involuntary manslaughter, wouldn't you know it, he was found dead on base on October 8th, to which Air Force officials have made zero comments, which, I mean, I don't want to start the rumor mill here, but obviously a kid shooting his friend and then the wall.
Bro, it's suicide through and through. I don't know why they're not saying what it was. I seriously doubt that there was retaliation. I seriously doubt there's no way.
Walls closing in around him. Probably took his own life.
Yes.
Sad.
Yes,
But
very.
what about the two idiots that were a part of this that lied? Well, they got their comeuppance at least a little bit. I think they got off fucking easy.
Oh god, y'all are fucking lucky. Jesus Christ, I don't know how y'all get off easy. That's crazy. Someone died and you lied about it. How do y'all get off easy? Ew.
Airman Sarbyat Bajidin. I don't even know how to say his fucking name.
You're probably right. They probably want to get all the facts first. That's why they're not doing it. But I mean, what it looks like to me, it's what it smells like. That's what it's pointing to. I mean, it couldn't be any more cut and dry than that, really. But because I truly do not want to sit here and believe and say that it was retaliation from someone within the unit. I don't think it doesn't smell that way. It doesn't sound that way. I don't foresee that. So, but or maybe I was talking about this earlier. Maybe they're just holding out so they can notify the family. Yada yada. Blah blah blah. Right? So
Sarbat Vegeta over here, lying on fucking documents about a gosh dang homicide. He got 30 days confinement and a $1,500 fine. Wow.
that's
Homicide. He got 30 days.
and a forfeiture of $1,500, while Rodriguez was sentenced to 10 days in confinement, 15 days restriction to base, and forfeiture of $500. Both also received administrative demotions. The punishment they got is the punishment, kind of the damn same, is the punishment that my driver of my vehicle, when I got court-martialed my second deployment, my driver of, I was not the only one that got in trouble. When I tell you guys these stories, that's what it seems like, right? No, I was not the only one that got in trouble there. I just got the worst punishment. My best friend, Joe, he was my driver at the time. And because of some actions that he took, this was his punishment. He got demoted from E4 to E3. He didn't get put in jail, but he did get fined, I think to the tune of that much. And because we were deployed, there is no such thing as restriction. You can't leave that fucking base by yourself anyways. Why would you want to? So yeah, that was pretty much his punishment. A couple of people actually got this punishment. They got fined a lot of money for damages that we caused. Whatever. Country shit. And y'all are worried about $400 worth of fucking property damage. Oh well.
Confinement and a $1,500 fine. Wow. You got off fucking easy.
Yeah.
Making false statements about a death of an airman? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And Matthew Rodriguez, #2 airman in this dipshit lie bonanza, got 15 days confinement and a $500 fine. Talk about getting off fucking scot-free. Now, both of them were demoted, hopefully to E1, but like it fucking matters, they're probably like E2s, E3s, E4s. They'll get the rank back in like the next 2 years.
Yeah,
but
they will.
What the fuck?
Because you make E4 automatically after 2 years in the service. You don't have to work all that hard to get E4. If you're a flat out piece of shit, you'll never see it. But like those are far and few between. But yeah, getting to E4 is easy. It's getting over the hump of E4 that actually takes effort, and then everything past that is actually a lot of work. So.
Per their news statements, White Allen allegedly told Behesh.
No. American White Guy, that's McCoy. He deployed with me on my first tour. My second tour was my buddy Joe. Dude, to be honest, I can't even remember my driver for my first. My driver was Bishop, but I rarely talk about Bishop. Matter of fact, if y'all want to see Bishop's a funny guy. If y'all want to see Bishop, I used to have to damn near beat his ass to wake him up for duty sometimes because he wouldn't wake up. I don't know if he was ignoring me. I don't know if he slept like a fucking bear that was hibernating. I damn near almost had to beat his ass to wake him up sometimes just to fucking replace me on shift. If y'all want to see him, he's actually in a firefight video from my first tour that I uploaded to YouTube. It's somewhere on YouTube, man. Just go on YouTube, type in badass firefight. Literally, that's what I titled it. And the YouTube the name of the YouTube channel is Edgar Falcon, which is your boy. That's my name. I wasn't creative or unique back then. I couldn't think of a good YouTube name. So like a fucking nerd goober, I used my real name. I didn't know any better.
Conchita, here's the story. Tell them that I slammed my duty belt on the desk and it went off. And Rodriguez says that White Allen told him to tell emergency responders that White Allen's holster went off, according to his new, potentially not lying statement. What a...
Yeah, I see how y'all got caught now. I mean, I could see where some people, maybe even me, would believe you given the news of this firearm and all the negative attention that it's received and all of the negligent discharges that it's had. But y'all stories were fucky from the very beginning. Y'all stories were shaky. Y'all were probably nervous too. Y'all were probably showing telltale signs of lying and shit. Yeah. Y'all aren't savvy. I gave the interrogate. I took those interrogators through multiple rounds. They got so pissed off with me that they left me in that interrogation room by myself, no food, no water for like 5 hours, just to try and break me. Oh man, it was just. But y'all fucking damn.
Fucking tragedy. Be hung by their fucking toes upside down until they go fucking numb and fall off, and you repeat until they got clubfoot. You wonder why investigations take forever? Yeah. You wonder why we don't want to put information out to the public whenever we're doing investigations? Because dipshits will intentionally throw us a curveball, and then now who looks stupid? Most of the time.
We had a guy who slept through simulated war effects and FTX. I mean, depending on whatever kind of sound system they used, but I know that we did something like that when I was at Fort Stewart. They used simulated sound effects, but man, they were not nearly as loud as the sound effects that they used during Nick at Night in basic training. You remember Nick at Night? That shit was so much fun. That shit was so loud. It was real bullets, but they were also simulating grenades. They were simulating like gunfire in the distance. It was so incredibly loud, and I just remember I think back to that time, and I'm just like, god damn, man, I really did feel like I was in a fucking war zone there, man. I really did feel like I was in goddamn Normandy, because we had to crawl under wire and everything and a fence, and we had to fucking bum rush this tower, and our drill sergeant was up there with a 50 cal, and we had to fucking bust through the door, and we had to do room clearing procedures and take out the drill sergeant. Massive amounts of fun. But dude, That shit was hectic. Way more. That was the most hectic training I ever experienced. Everything after that, it was just like, nice try. But Fort Knox did it better. Sorry.
Time they'll blame the cops. They'll be like the cops or CID or whatever the version of the airman CID is.
Dude, I paused and I looked up to see tracers. I'm like, this is so fucking cool. Oh man, there was a lot of training moments in basic training where I asked the drill sergeants if I could go again, and they're like, "Get the fuck out of here, man! We're doing training. Do it shit once and go. You cleared." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's training. Repetition builds perfection." Drill sergeant, get the fuck away from me, Falcon, before I smoke you. Roger.
Everybody knows the Navy's NCIS. Gay. How often are they thrown under the bus? Oh, they're not telling us anything. They're probably incompetent. But you got 2 airmen lying to you about what they fucking saw. Idiots. Best way to support the channel is get yourself a shirt. POB. You can give that to one of your friends.
This was a very morbid story, actually, but because of Angry Cops' energetic commentary, and hopefully mine, it wasn't that depressing. Homie accidentally kills his buddy and then takes his own life. Like, well, allegedly. We don't know. They haven't given information, but let's see what the comment section is thinking, because I don't feel like I'm too far off, and neither is Angry Cops. How the fuck is being directly involved in the cover-up of a wrongful death not grounds for dishonorable discharge? Yeah. That's not a very good battle buddy, is it? It's not. And imagine if one of you, it would have been better if all of you would have came forward, but imagine if just one of you is like, nah, fuck that. I'm telling. Because, dude, there's no shame in being a snitch in that situation. There's just not. That whole snitch shit, that's for the streets, okay? I see a crime and the police ask me, I'm not gonna fuck myself. I'm gonna be like, you fucking shot him right there. What is wrong with y'all? But I get it. I get it, in a way. You're in the military. You're part of a brotherhood. Y'all have each other's backs. If you're gonna die for one another, you damn sure bet you're gonna lie for one another. I completely get it. However, had y'all all come forward at the very beginning with the fucking truth, it's one person dead and not 2, and maybe y'all all get to stay in. If y'all have some sense of honor and just be like, you know what, we really fucked up, this is what happened. But you fucked yourselves, man, by lying. Oh. What are we watching next? Fucking cold. Oh, David, what's good? I thought you were Ryan for a second. I didn't even see the name all the way. I remember that video you made about picking up a woman or something on my old YouTube channel. Yeah, don't watch that. That's cringe. It's bad. I was like 19 years old, giving dating advice. I think one of the videos I titled it, How to Know If Your Girlfriend's Crazy. And then I followed it up with an equally cringe video titled, Now That You Know She's Crazy, Here's How You Get Rid of Her. And I think I made like one other video in there, and then the rest were just deployment videos. But yeah, don't watch that. That's trash. That's not good. That's not good for viewing. That's not good for the soul. That's not good for anything. Yeah, no. That's, you know, when I knew it was very, I mean, I've always known the severity of weapons, right? My dad was in the service. But what really drove it home for me is when I was in basic training and I saw a dumbass stand up on the range and turn around with his weapon. He flagged the whole fucking range with a loaded M16. That drill sergeant drop kicked him harder than anyone I've ever seen drop kicked in my entire fucking life, and I used to watch WWE as a kid. I had never seen anything like it. I was just like, oh my god. Oh, dude, I was in awe. I almost started clapping. Like it was nuts. And then everybody back in the range, like in the fucking rafters, because we had rafters, immediately started busting out laughing, like roaring with laughter. And bruh, that dude did fucking push-ups the rest of the day, man. And we got there early too. I was like one of the first groups to go, and it was like 10 in the morning, and the incident happened at like 11. He did push-ups until like 1900, until we had to fucking ruck our asses back to the company area. Oh, it was one of the greatest things ever. I was like, I'm really glad I came here. It was so good. Navy SEAL fighting the Romans? Eh? Oh. Yeah, well, I should open Discord actually and see what's actually here. Oh my god, Discord. If Discord's gonna take this long to open, let me go back to. Okay, before we get to that, because there was one video that I saw by Nikki MGTV that I actually wanted to watch, or maybe I put it in my watch later. Oh, yeah, I'm just curious. The US military is in complete chaos right now. I mean, somewhere in the military there's always going to be chaos, I feel. I mean, realistically, where there's infantry, there's chaos. So, and once you know it, nothing but fucking Marines and thumbnail. That tracks. It absolutely tracks. All right.
This was the #1 glove requested by law enforcement. Padded along the back of the knuckles were needed most, and along the 3 fingers, leaving the index finger open.
All right, David, I'll check it out after this.
The U-shaped gusset recut to fit perfectly.
What? This fucking Apple ID shit, dog. Do I really need an Apple ID on my MacBook? I don't think so. Got that shit connected on my phone and my tablet. What? Turn this shit the fuck off. Have you seen Fleekazoid Call of Duty 7? It's not gameplay, is it? I haven't seen anything about Black Ops 7 except for the fact that a lot of people hate it. At all. Or not at all, but like they can't stand it. Which feels bad, man. Call of Duty released that game at the worst time. Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6. Oof. That's rough. That's a tough spot to be in, man. And I'm forgetting a slew of other fucking games that exist right now that are just like worthy of your time and worthy of playing. Dude, if it's short, I'm down. Is he shitting on it? Because that'll be fun if he is. I haven't seen anything about the game. Well, I saw the trailer. That's all I needed to see. But to be realistic, I don't even badmouth Call of Duty anymore because I just haven't played Call of Duty in so long. It used to be hatred, and then it just grew into apathy. And I was just like, there's so many other games. Yeah, okay, I'm down. If it's a fucking roasting session, there. typically we don't do gaming videos. If it's roasting or like news related or something like that, I'm down. All right. Let's see what's going on here. We may or may not watch this whole video. Let's just see how this goes.
To be clear, when you go into action against the enemy,
How did I not challenge my NCOs?
Wait, hold on. What?
Challenge my NCOs.
I don't understand what you mean.
when you go into action against the enemy,
How did I not challenge my NCOs?
I don't know, man. I don't think you should. I don't think you should, man. There's a time and a place. Take it from someone who has challenged an NCO. Time and a place. Sometimes you can get away with it. Sometimes you can't. You have to know when you can and when you can't. And in garrison, 9 times out of 10, you can't. But when you're deployed on some random stretch of road in bumfuck Afghanistan, you absolutely can. So choose at your own discretion how and when you want to challenge your non-commissioned officer. But choose wisely.
I'm on a cruise ship, actually, and we're going to talk about some military things that are going on right now. That's what we're going to do. I'm committed to this.
I like it. Doing
Like
it on the
video.
road and
when you
everything.
go into
I would have done it on the road, but I can't take this fucking PC 8 hours down the fucking... Mysterious, what's good, man?
action against the enemy, and to be clear, you don't support the warfighters CLB 24. You are the warfighters. To be clear, when you go into action against the enemy, your job is not to show mercy on the souls of those who choose to fight you. Your job is to fucking slam and stack them like cordwood wherever they are.
That's what I was trying to do, sir, and y'all kicked me out for it. What do you mean? I was out there, man. I had that energy. And y'all said, get out. I was like, I thought y'all wanted a soldier, but all right, my mistake. I get it.
That's the message that you need to break. And as long as it's in the rules of engagement, you're not breaking any damn laws. Thank you for tonight.
And the rules of engagement, where there's no cameras, those rules can be anything.
I'm humbled to stand among you.
This looks like a military ball, some kind of yeah. Marines.
I wish you nothing but the best, and your family's nothing but the best. God bless you. Stay savage and super fidelis.
I like this guy. Definitely Marines. Yeah.
It's that time again.
I really feel had I served in the Marines, what I did in the Army, they wouldn't have blinked. But that's what happens. Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Okay, Marine Corps' back, guys. The rough, tough. We've gone past the 2020-24. Okay, we are actually seeing good speeches. We're seeing people get riled up. I like it. We're meant to fight.
Yeah.
And it's kind of refreshing. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we're in a...
Isn't it great to hear a leader say, yeah, we're going to take the fight to the enemy instead of walking around this fucking country like fucking dumbasses with our hands tied behind our backs praying that we don't get shot at. That was a fun time. That was great. I appreciate that. Do not respond to contact order, First Sergeant. Thanks.
A good spot again about this. And this guy probably has practiced his speech in the mirror 5 times, at least before doing it, but it was a damn good speech.
I like
talking about Marines fighting. I think that's an important thing to lead into this, because apparently that is something that this NCO didn't think about as being a way to solve their problems.
I get a call. Hey, Sergeant Thomas, you're a tab, right? Yes, I'm a tab. A tab is this, right? It means you can instruct Marine Corps martial arts. And I don't know. Anyway, so I'm on the phone. Yes, ma'am, I'm on the tab. What you got? She's like, yeah, we just got some motivators out here and they're just trying to ground fight in the morning for duty. For duty? Like ground fight? Just them two? Yeah. That's all we want. And so I pull up and like the whole class is out there. And then them two just grappled, and it's just like, how did I not foresee this as I was coming up throughout the Marine Corps? How did I not challenge my NCOs to grappling, you know?
Oh, never mind. He's talking about challenge in a completely different way. I didn't have to challenge my NCOs. I had to go at it with my NCOs because I took level 1 combatives and my NCOs were in there with me, so.
Just for like whatever the fuck, just cause. I had some fuck ass NCOs when I was coming up, little motherfuckers.
You need to cool it on the monsters, man.
Yeah.
You're too amped up.
Call a tab.
It's probably 7 o'clock in the morning in this fucking video. Look at you.
Sort the duty out.
I thought this is what Marines just naturally do in their habitat, whether it be before work, during lunch, at work, or probably on the barracks third deck during a Friday night brawl fest. I thought that might...
I mean, it's never too late to challenge your NCOs to grappling or to combatives or stuff like that. Call them right now. You're like, hey man, I'm still feeling a certain kind of way about like 2 years ago. Remember when you chewed me out? Let's go take care of this. For funsies, you know what I mean? Just blow off some steam. I'd be down.
Might be something, but... You know, it tells you if we have a sergeant that is now a sergeant, he probably came through 2019 to around now. And I'm like, man, did the Marine Corps get soft during that time period? I don't know what unit he's in, but the fact that this was not a thing during his time, I find kind of crazy. And talk.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really speak too much on that because I was not in the Marines, but I will tell you that my first deployment, we had 2 pairs of UFC gloves, and if there was anyone that was, you know, making you feel a certain kind of way that day or that week or that month, put on the gloves, man. We only got away with that for so long, though. The commander found out, put a stop to it. I was like, okay, let's just pray we run into the enemy now and we can just blow off steam that way. Great, thanks, man.
Talking about salt, it looks like...
You're about to go to your first duty station? What's your rank? E1? E2? Private? Right. Right place, right time, right uniform. You can't go wrong. You absolutely can't. Oh, and attention to detail. Remember things. If I were you, I'd write shit down. Always carry a notebook with you, 3 pens, dog tags, all your inspectable items, sensitive items if you have any, cat card, yada yada. Yeah. And until you hit specialist, don't get out of control. When you get to specialist, you've already built up enough goodwill and time in service to where you can take some liberties. But don't be like that right off rip. Don't be a problem soldier. Don't stand out. And try your absolute hardest not to get anybody in trouble because the military likes mass punishment. One fucks up, y'all fuck up. So don't be that guy. And there you go. And I don't know how old you are, but for the love of fucking God, stay away from the strip clubs. Please. Please. Heed the word. Okay? Please. But if you must, man, withdraw $100 and leave your fucking debit card at home. Be responsible with your money, for the love of God. I can't do it right now, man.
Maybe an actor over on Top Gun maybe got a little awakening of what it means to actually live a normal life in the military.
Let me just tell him that... Yep. Let me text him back. Hold on. I tell him that I'm fucking streaming at
And I walked by this one sailor, and I was like, hey, I was like, living the dream, huh? And he just turns to me and he goes,
You actually can't do that. You can't do that. No, sir. When I was in Italy, the euro, I believe it's like until it gets to 5. 5, it's the bill. And I think everything under 5 is like the coins. I can't remember. They frown upon flicking the coins at the strippers. We thought it was appropriate. The bouncers and the staff did not. They were not amused. They didn't think it was funny. I wasn't even trying to be funny. I was just like, make it rain! Fucking drop that shit! And they were all Romanian, so they weren't dropping much because, you know, Romanian girls, they got no ass. But, hey, it was what it was. So,
nightmares are also dreams. And he said it's so cold. I was like, we're on the Theodore Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Nightmares are also dreams.
How did we just segue into Miles Teller and Theo Vaughn?
Yeah, because, I mean,
that's a good
depending
point.
on what your job is on that carrier, I mean, your job placement, you might be 7 or 8, you know, decks below. And, you know, just the nature of operations, sometimes, like, you're kind of, that's kind of your territory.
What he's talking about are the people below decks, the people that are the engineers, essentially, that are out there that are trying to see a speck of sunlight, maybe get some vitamin D to synthesize a little bit their body and be a little bit happy. But, you know, obviously it's interesting he takes that perspective because, you know, when you look at Top Gun, these people are talking about people topside that are on the flight deck of an aircraft carrier where they are, if anything, on the opposite end of the spectrum, and they are actually on pretty much call duty, whatever, for like 16 plus hours a day in the blazing sun.
Yeah.
This next clip are a couple Marines that decided to...
I don't know where that was supposed to go, and I don't know much about Navy life, but I can tell you this. I'd much rather be in a tent in the middle of nowhere with nothing for miles than to be out in that fucking ocean. I can tell you that.
To get a little close to each other, if you will.
Are y'all fraternizing during FTX? What's going on here? What? Hold on, bro. What the? Hold on.
16 plus hours a day in the blazing sun. This next clip are a couple Marines that decided to get a little close to each other, if you will.
Yeah, I got a room. Yo, straight to non-regs, fuck, man.
That's the community one right there. That's what that is. Oh god, I served with a girl like this. I did. I caught her first. I caught her right out of AIT, but after AIT, she went to fuck the whole entire company, and I was like, oh god, I'm glad I got in there first. Because we went to AIT together, and then from AIT, we went to Italy together. We got stationed at the same place. During our training in AIT, we slept together after graduation. And then one more time as soon as we got to Italy. And then after that, I saw the Italian population and the Romanian population of women, and I was like, peace. And she went on to fuck everybody in the company, and I was like, good God. I think that's this girl. Right out in the middle of the open, just like, brother, that's crazy. No, that's not it. You're only a desert queen. You're only a desert queen if you're deployed. But she was that too. Yeah. During that time, no, we were simply just stationed. We hadn't deployed yet. We were stationed in Italy. So there, yeah, she got ran through. It was crazy. And there was another girl that she was friends with that also got ran through as well. And she tried with me, and I was like, absolutely not. You just slept with all of maintenance last week, man. Fucking Johnson told me. No. Fuck. I doubt my dick's that big. So, pass.
Yeah. All right, little shout out not regs, but that is crazy. You're like out in the field. I've heard some savage things. I've heard of people doing nasty things.
I can tell you, the ladies that I served with, my second duty station, they were all classy ladies. Did they get on my nerves sometimes? Sure, but classy nonetheless. Then again, I don't know what they did on their free time. They straight up whores. I don't know. But while we were at work, they were classy women. First deployment, though, man, we had some. My first tour, got overseas. Oh my god, if being a skank was an Olympic sport, these bitches would gold. Every, like, gold, silver, and bronze. It'd be all them all the time. That's it. They would monopolize that part of the sport. Fucking sleuts. Angus, thank you so much for the 5, man. What does this say? Stiffly Sups put out a short on 88 mics. It's called If They Don't Move, Nothing Does. I think you might find it funny. I'm actually down. My MOS.
Porter Johns over at ITX and 29 Palms. Disgusting.
Which is true, bro. Us, route clearance, and EOD also drive big ass trucks like we do. If we don't move, bro, that's actually so true. If we don't move, nothing does, man. We would be on the road and possible IED, right? Possible det cord. Watch out for that culvert. We have to halt, right? Possible IED. Let's get EOD out here, right? We halt. That road is effectively closed until we say so. No cars that way. No cars that way. Which it was in these exact situations where I got in trouble when I was deployed. Those situations. Halting convoys in the middle of Afghanistan with traffic stacking up on both sides. Hundreds of people on this side. Hundreds of people on that side. That's where I got in trouble. Man, I was just like...
If you know how hot it is in that desert, how stinky a porta john can get, and the nasty things people are willing to do. And I may have a friend that told me a story about it once. You're disgusting.
Yeah, you are disgusting. Specialist Mal, you motherfucker, jerking off in those nasty ass porta johns, and then I fucking walk in, I see you dick in hand, and you have the nerve, the gall, the audacity to get mad at me. Lock the fucking door. There's a fucking lock, right? What are you doing? And don't you have a fucking mosquito net? You can jerk it in the tent in your bed like everybody else. Fucking savage. Ugh.
As soon as you click, it's gonna pop up North Dakota.
Shut up.
North Dakota. Might not.
Wait, where'd you get stationed?
Where?
You go might not. It says it right there.
Where did you get stationed? North Dakota?
It's gonna pop up North Dakota.
Shut up.
North Dakota. Might not.
I don't know what it was.
Where?
You go might not. It says it right there.
Minar?
Never did you just get Minar.
What is Minar? This is Air Force, so I don't know their military installations like that. I know that he is up fucking set. What is Minar? Is it Myanmar? Hold on. Is this what it is? No. What did they say? Did they say Myanmar or Myanmar? Because if it's Myanmar, this motherfucker is going to Burma, formerly known as Myanmar West. It is located several miles to the west of this fucking place. It is the current military use and home to a fighter squadron and an attack squadron. Oh. I don't know what the fuck is there. Or maybe I didn't hear it properly. Desiree, what's good? How are you?
Bill, you just got my nuts.
Thailand? That's not bad. Thailand? I mean, head on a swivel for the lady boys, but I'd go to Thailand. Dude, he's upset. It can't be anything good. Thailand sounds good to me.
Never.
Bro, they playing in our face. What'd you get?
Never. Never. Never.
I love how this is a new trend where junior service members are like doing this like it's a
gender reveal
draft or something,
Yeah.
where it's like, hey dude, what are you gonna get? And you're just like, yeah, Minot, South Dakota is probably not the top.
He did get South Dakota. Oh God, that sucks. I don't know. I mean, it is the Air Force base, so you're gonna be living good on that base. But soldiers don't give a fuck about the base itself. They care about the surroundings of the base. Hell, if most of us could be stationed in Florida, we'd live in a fucking box as long as we could be stationed in Florida. But this motherfucker's going to... God. What's in North Dakota? What? Sturgis? Or is that South Dakota? You go to the bike rally? That's it. I don't... Or maybe you'll find yourself a nice farm girl, right? Start a family. I don't know, man. I know you're not gonna have fun. North Dakota. That's rough.
The list, but it was funny because
cold, bro, cold. And what's wrong with South and North Dakota? Nothing. It's not Hunter Army Airfield. You know where Hunter Army Airfield is, which is where Air Force people can go. It's in Savannah, Georgia. Eglin Air Force Base, Florida. San Antonio, Texas. Multiple places in Texas. Down south in Louisiana, I think there's an Air Force base. There's actually multiple Air Force bases in Florida, right? Anywhere on the East Coast, anywhere on the West Coast he could have gone, somewhere south. He went to one of the coldest fucking places short of Fort Drum, Fort Carson, and Fort Wainwright. That fucking blows. I don't know. Maybe they have nice summers.
I've seen other ones where they like console somebody. They're like, it's okay, you gotta.
Like, I would have been upset had I gotten stationed at like Fort Drum, man, or Fort. Matter of fact, when I re-enlisted, one of my options was Fort Wainwright, and I was like, "You can go ahead, take that the fuck off. That's a hard no. I'm not going there." And he's like, "What? You don't like Alaska?" I was like, "Dude, nobody likes Alaska. Not even the people that live in Alaska like Alaska. Okay, I'm not going there. Scratch that off. Give me something else."
Alaska, that's fine. Here they're just like, nah, homie, you're done. Rest in peace. We'll pour one out for you after this. Now, coping life skills are always going to be an important factor of being in the military, and usually...
Dude, you were in Fort Benning? That's fantastic. I grew up in Columbus, Georgia. You know that town right there, right? Yeah, that's where I grew up. That's my hometown. That's where your boy was. I was born in Texas, but that's where I was raised because my dad was stationed. My dad was stationed there for a while.
They train you to fight, but apparently the life before the military for this, I think they're still pilot, essentially came before the military.
So the other day I told y'all.
I was reading chat, my bad. I wasn't even listening to what you're saying. Hold on.
And hoping life in peace. We'll pour one out for you at the end of this. Now, coping life skills are always going to be an important factor of being in the military, and usually they train you to fight, but apparently the life before the military for this, I think they're still pilot, essentially came before the military.
So the other day I told y'all a story about being in the Army, and you seemed to like it, so I figured while I make my snack for the evening, a little cowboy
Inappropriate Army story? I'm so ready.
caviar, I'd tell you another story. Is this story appropriate? Absolutely.
If you served in the Army, there's a 99.9% chance that it's not. Or the Marines. if you're in the Marines, there's a 100% chance that it is 100% inappropriate.
Not. So if you are the pearl clutching type,
get out.
Move on. So no shit, there I was in flight school, and you get a certain number of flight hours to learn how to do certain tasks, like hover. And to say I was having a hard time learning how to hover would be an understatement. I was coming up on the hour mark where like I might get kicked out of flight school because I haven't learned to hover yet. Now, my flight instructor, Mr. Kessel, was sweet. Sweet angel man, loved him to death. And there was one flight instructor who, he was this gnarly old, like grizzled, former Vietnam guy.
Those are the best ones.
He just seemed so gruff and like mean, and harsh. And I was like, I never want to have to fly with him.
Nah, those are the best
But
ones.
I'm having all this trouble learning how to hover. So they were like, LT.
Those are the ones you learn the most from.
We're gonna have to put you with someone new for a few hours. I am sitting at the table, getting ready to go pre-flight with this dip-spitting, cardiac event having old flight instructor who's like bursting at the seams of his flight suit. If you've been in flight school at all, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly who he is. He's got this deep, grizzled voice, like this good old boy. And we get out to the aircraft and we pre-fly, and then we get out to the airfield, and y'all, I swear, he takes his dip spit bottle and he goes, pulls like the mic boom away from his mouth, spits dip in, puts the mic boom back and he goes, all right, LT, I'm gonna ask you a question and I need you to tell me right now, I need verbal confirmation that you're not gonna turn me in for sexual harassment. At this point, I'm so scared I'm gonna get kicked out. I was like, yes, sir, that's fine. I'll confirm. I'm not gonna turn you in for sexual harassment. What is he possibly gonna say next to me? Whew, red onions got me. Yeesh. He says, now I'm gonna ask you a question and you don't have to answer it. I was like, okay. And he says, you ever given a man a hand job before? My jaw drops. And he goes, I said, you didn't have to answer it. You don't have to answer it. But I'm about to pass you these controls. And I want you to think about giving a man a hand job when you take these controls.
Yo. He's not sexually harassing you. He's teaching you.
So I said,
I bet you learned how to hover.
I have the controls. He says, you have the controls. And I say, I have the controls. And if you've ever watched anyone ever try to learn how to hover a helicopter, it's like a bucking bronco for a second. But dadgum, y'all, I learned how to hover that day.
And all you had to do was just remember every single hand job you've ever given. That's good teaching, right there. You can't get that anywhere else.
And that he had some other questions up his sleeve in case that one did not work. But sorry, Mom, I learned how to hover. And for all of you who want to come into my...
Sorry, Mom. I went skiing a couple times before flight school, but I made it. All jokes aside, that was good.
Comment section talking about how that's why women can't be in the military because they can't learn how to hover and blah, 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 and they can't do...
Bullshit, if you give a gnarly hand job, that'll make you the greatest pilot of all fucking time. At least that's what I just heard. And given that I've been doing it to myself my whole fucking life, I feel like I could also be a pilot.
As good as the boys, I will have you
We can all be pilots, man. All of us. We're all trained.
know that I graduated my flight school class as the #1 pilot. I was the distinguished honor graduate of my flight school class.
You killed it.
I just had to get over that little learning curve, and then I worked my tail off. So, suck it.
They need to have this skill on...
Yeah, because she already jerked it.
the officer aptitude test, maybe. For men and women. We should not discriminate, because if it makes a better warfighter, it should be on there.
That should be... Hey, man, like I said, that's good teaching.
Should be like a MEPS test where they make you hold a stick or something, right? I mean, if this is the dictating factor, whoever this legend is that had this female, by the way, dangerous territory.
This just means that ladies on OnlyFans could prove to be some of the most lethal pilots the world has ever seen. And Adriana Chechnik could be their fucking leader right there. Man, flying right next to all the other ones, dude, just crushing it. That'd be crazy.
Could have lost his entire job and career, but him to go to this level, that's diabolical.
No one talks about this part being in the Navy. You'll get assigned to a ship, and you'll get a duty section. Duty? I'm in duty section 5. I'll never forget it. We're in the shipyard, and they put me in a box in the middle of winter, no heat, no nothing, and they put me on watch. What am I watching? I have no fucking idea. But I swear I was forgotten, because it was like 6 hours. Maybe I was watching like suspicious activity from the contractors and the shipyard workers, but they were already allowed on the boat, so I have no idea why I was there. There was no reason. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning for nothing. Or when they put you on fire watch in the shipyard, you're standing there with a fire extinguisher next to this fully licensed.
Yeah, that's annoying. It's fine when you're in basic training, fire guard. There's not gonna be no goddamn fire. But yeah, when it's done in this setting, it's just like, bro, come on. You really can't use me anywhere else. I gotta be here. Yeah, like, what am I watching? Yeah.
Since welder. So if there was a fire, I guess you could put it out with a fire extinguisher, maybe. So you're standing next to this guy doing absolutely fucking nothing because there's no fire.
Yeah.
Because he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's working his ass off. He's sweating. He's probably hating his life, and I'm just there with a fire extinguisher, like, you're doing a good job, bud. Keep it up. And the more I tell these stories, I just realize, what the fuck was I doing? Nothing. Just busy work. Hurry up and wait, or busy work. That's all it was.
This is the naval culture that's there. It is to have as many duties, as many watches, as many whatever you can to suck the life out of any bit of fun that could happen. And no other branch side.
Throw in mandatory fun day and suicide rates skyrocket.
NOAA, besides I'll give Coast Guard that credit, has duty as much as the Navy. As much time as they can hold over your head.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy because, like, I did have to do duty several times, man. Battalion staff duty, brigade staff duty. Dude, brigade staff duty is so stressful. Dude, because, like, there's so many high-ranking people going in and out, all fucking day, all fucking night. And it's just like, you got to be on your P's and Q's. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. And customs courtesies. Whereas, like, if you're on, like, company staff duty, and you can fuck off, kick back, and watch movies. But so yeah, I did all that 24-hour shifts and shit like that. You get the next day off. But to the levels that he's talking about, I experienced that when I was deployed, but not as much as not to the severity of that while I was in garrison.
And you know, he's like, oh, they're already allowed on the ship, the contractors. And I'm like, he must have rose-tinted glasses. We all know that these contractors are peeing in bottles. They're
No, I don't think they pranked him. They just forgot about him. He got put on a shift, and either they didn't tell anyone to replace him, or forgot to tell someone to replace him. And he does. Given the video, he doesn't seem like a shitbag, so it's not like it was a punishment. I think he would have said if it was a punishment. No, sometimes you just get forgotten. I got forgotten on tower guard while I was deployed. My replacement didn't show up for like 4 extra hours. And I was just sitting there, just with my gun, just waiting to get replaced. Just, all right, guys, it's not funny anymore. I'm still on shift, you know, it's daytime, and I'm hungry. I got a shit. I haven't slept the whole day. Just waiting. So it happens.
Some shitters. They are allowed on this ship, but they're not respecting this like it's your home. And you have to sleep there, a lot of the people that are there. So I'm like, yeah, I would want somebody watching these guys too, because they are disgusting.
All right. We're going to get to this one. What was... Okay, right here. Guys, remind me again what y'all requested, because I'm about to start going through these. What's the shortest one we have so far? I need to check out this paid one. I think that's it. Oh, no, we have one more. There's one more clip. Let's just see what this broad says.
Let's watch this final crash out from this service member that's a little upset about healthcare in the military.
Okay, now that I'm done crashing out, because I have been crashing out for the past 4 hours, I was so overwhelmed and irritated. Military medical is garbage. It has...
It really is. I mean, it depends on what capacity you're trying to use medical. But in my experience, if you don't go in there with your head hanging off your body, you're getting Motrin or Tylenol. One of those. Ibuprofen, I think, is what they give you. Then they give you a boot in the ass. They tell you to fuck off. That was my experience with medical and the service. I mean, they did help me out. They did give me like seizure medication and stuff like that. But for just like day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year injuries that I would receive and go to them, they'd be like, you're fine. I'm like, okay, because like it really hurts to walk. And like it took me almost 30 minutes to get from the parking lot to the door. And it's like, I don't know, 20 feet. So I think something a little more stronger than, nah, you're fine. Here's ibuprofen. You're good. All right. Thanks. I'm going to go fuck myself. Good. You have a fantastic day, sir. All right. Here's what it was. This Apple ID shit, bro. Oh, it's a short on 88 mics. That's like 30 seconds. All right, let me get this. This is a... I'm just going to type in his name. Maybe I could just go here, go to short. What is it? Is it this? Stiff lip supplements. You just shorten it up. Okay, it is this. Click on the channel. Go to shorts. Let's see where the 88 mic video is. Make sure we're here. Yeah, Freakazoid. Can I just type in 88 mic? Is it this one? 88 mic, motor transport operator. He made a video on the E4 Mafia. I'm just going to type that in. Type it up here. Oh, here it is. If they don't move, nothing happens. It's not wrong.
88 Mike, motor transport operator. If they don't move, nothing happens.
No.
88 Mike, motor transport operator. If they don't move, nothing happens. It was General John J. Pershing who once said, "Infantry wins battles, but logistics wins wars." And if you're capable of breathing, and to a certain extent reading, you too can be part of the unstoppable logistical machine. That is the United States military. And man, do these ASVAB waivers keep the Army rolling along. All the military grade gear that Uncle Sam issued you, every lucky packet of jalapeno cheddar cheese spread, every Connex...
Which is the fucking best. You take that jalapeno cheese spread and you shove it inside of the little heater and you melt it and then you put that bitch into your chili mac. I swear to God, you'd think you were at TGI Fridays. I swear to God, it's so good. Oh my God. Every fucking oh my God. I think I just got PTSD. Fucking Connexes. You know how many of these big bitches I moved in my fucking day? If I got paid by how many of those I moved, I could have said fuck the Army right there and then and just left as a millionaire. I could have, like, God, so many Connexes and pallets and ammo pallets and stacking them on top of one another, unloading them with LHSs, reloading them, and hell, we even had to load trucks for the Hajis, for the local drivers. We had to load their shit as well, because obviously They don't know how. They just drive it. And loading something onto a jingle truck, bro, it's not an easy task. It looks easy, but it's not. It fucking blows, and these fuckers don't help you at all whatsoever. Like the locals, it's their truck that they're bringing, but we load our shit onto their shit. It's the most frustrating, the most rage-inducing thing dealing with them and having to deal with these big ass
Box containing mission essential equipment, every bolt, every round, every Joe, proudly transported by your local 88 Mike, and one of the many vehicles fueling their weaponized autism, the Army LMTV, or light medium tactical vehicle. This bad boy can fit so many fucking 463 L-Master pallets in it. It is a 4x4.
Yeah, fuck the pallets. That can fit 12 soldiers in the fucking back that you're gonna take to the world's most boring, stupid fucking detail of all time. And you feel so bad because you know that you're driving them, essentially, to their death. Because they're gonna die of boredom on that stupid ass detail. And you're just driving with the dumbasses in the back. And you're just like, so it's my job to drive today. I ain't doing shit. I'm just gonna chill in this fucking vehicle. You fuckers go dig that hole. I'll be chilling. It was a good time when it was your turn to drive, but I didn't drive all that much.
Military truck with a payload capacity of 5,000 pounds and can tow a load of up to 12,000 pounds.
Oh, the fucking, what was that thing called? I was actually trained on that. I did a 40-hour block on field sanitation. This fucking thing right here. What was it called? I think it's called the Buffalo. Yeah.
It can tow a load of up to
dippable pre-workout. Usually it says potable water, but that's our water supply, man. We take that out to the field, and whenever we're thirsty, that's what it is.
12,000 pounds.
That's a lot of damage.
Check out this spacious and luxurious interior. These durable and reliable wheels that never get stuck. And under the hood, a 6.6
Now you're just trying to piss me off.
liter Caterpillar 3116 turbo diesel. That's right, take it in, boys. And dippable pre-workout. Proudly.
Yeah, but that's just an LMTV. That's a light mobile That's a light mobile something vehicle. Light mobile transport vehicle. LMTV. We had two. We had three. And then one got blown up. We lost the driver. And the passenger, had to get sent back to the States. So then we were down to 2 LMTVs. But it didn't really put that much of a damper on our overall mission because we still had these locals hauling shit for us. So we were down at LMTV and a whole ass soldier, but we still did fine as far as it didn't slow us down. So
fuels the 88 Mikes, desperately trying to stay awake while on convoy and not think about the court-ordered alimony money they owe their ex-wife. And it's our honor to make that happen. 88 Mike, motor trans.
Oh, I like this video. I like what he did. I'm subscribing. The more military content I can find to subscribe to, the more shit we can watch together whenever I go live. Yeah. Get that fucking night vision away from me, though. I'm sick of that. Jesus. Guys, I'm telling you, those night vision goggles, it's cool for 5 minutes. You get them, you put them on, you're just like, oh my fucking God. You look in the mirror, I'm badass. Yeah, that lasts 5 minutes, man. After that, you're just like, it's a sensitive item. You got to carry that bitch with you everywhere. Even if you go to the dining facility, even if you go to the MWR, even if you go to the laundromat, even if you go to your first sergeant's tent, even if you go to the bathroom, the sensitive item has to stay on you at all times. I had it tied to my belt and it stayed in my cargo pocket at all times. I think the only time I didn't carry that bitch was to go to the shower, and they were pretty reasonable about that because you can't take that shit in the shower, right? But it's fucking ugh. And once you have looked through those NVGs for an extended amount of time, you swear you never want to do it again. I feel like that thing fucked my depth perception. bad. But maybe I'm just being dramatic. All right, this was let's see. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I can agree with that statement. Black Ops 7 cucked by ARC Raiders. To be fair, I think everything except for Battlefield 6 got cucked by ARC Raiders. For being honest. I mean, but I don't know. I'll play ARC Raiders in due time. I do plan on playing it, and I still haven't played Battlefield 6 yet, but I plan on playing that in due time too. And there's games that I'm currently still playing. Man, like, eventually, I'm gonna go back to Warframe, and I'm gonna no-life it. And eventually, I'm gonna go back to Monster Hunter, and I'm gonna no-life the fuck out of that too. So, eventually, I'll get to ARC Raiders, and when I do, I'll probably have fun. But, yeah, man. I honestly, I feel old, to be honest. I feel old as fuck. We're on Black Ops 7. Like, dog. The last Black Ops I played was 3. How long ago was that? And all of the Call of Duties that have come out in between? I don't know how people still do it, man. You might as well just you might as well set up direct deposit with Activision if you still play Call of Duty, because that's essentially what it's become at this point, man. You're just, it's a yearly subscription at this point. Call of Duty. Yearly. Guaranteed. Like death and taxes. Death, taxes, and Call of Duty. Like, I couldn't do it anymore, man. I just couldn't.
Oh, no, I didn't come look.
Yeah. 7, man. Fucking 7. I upgraded my iPhone 2 days ago. I had the iPhone X, and I went from the iPhone X to the iPhone 17 Pro. I felt like I was on a different fucking planet. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what was what. I didn't know what buttons to hit. Everything was different. I was like, wow, I feel old, man. What do the kids say? Unk? I think that's me. Yeah, that's madness. I finally figured it out, though. I really like it. Are you talking about the NVGs until every light blinds you? Yeah, my roommate got me with that one time. He caught me fucking around with my NVGs in my room. Oh, we were roommates, but he came in and I didn't hear him. He caught me fucking around with my NVGs, and he turned on the lights, and your boy got blinded as fuck. All right. Black Ops 7 cucked by ARC Raiders.
Looking for no Call of Duty. I came here looking for that Mac booty. Call of Duty was once the gold standard for historical shooters, flawlessly weaving history into a...
What's y'all's favorite Call of Duty? Right now. Go. The OG Modern Warfare 2 from back in... Modern Warfare 2, the original one, not no remaster bullshit. The original one from like 2010. Yeah. 2010 Modern Warfare 2. The OG Modern Warfare 2. That's it. That's the game. A close second, very close second, Black Ops. Or Black Ops 2. Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2. In my opinion, top 3 games of the franchise. At the very least, my favorite games of the franchise. I was going to go 1. I gave y'all top 3. There you go. Everything else was either average or straight ass. Call of Duty Vanguard.
linear action game that captivated you.
Nah, baby.
Now, we're dropping space machetes out of the sky on Menendez while they blast mariachi music because he's a spicy quesadilla. All people wanted was a shooter, man.
What is going on?
Nah, baby.
Now, we're dropping space machetes out of the sky on Menendez.
That's is that a kill streak there, right? That's a kill streak. The big machete?
While they blast mariachi music because he's a spicy quesadilla. All people wanted was a shoot-a-man game where a guy that looks like a shoulder is shooting another guy that looks like a soldier. So what does Call of Duty do? They make me fight zombies.
They give you Beavis and Butthead.
He's on a fucking Smash Bros map. What does Battlefield do? Make money. What does Arc Raiders do? People call me slurs while they beg for their lives. It reminds me of my youth. Call of Duty?
He knows. This guy knows.
People call me slurs while they beg for their lives. It reminds me.
That's it. The GOAT. Right there. The Michael Jordan. The Wayne Gretzky. The Tiger Woods. The Tom Brady of Call of Duty games. That's it.
Of my youth. Call of Duty? There should have been a call of players. Ain't nobody play.
Damn. And don't let that 100,000 fool you. It was like 80,000 at launch. That was the weekend. Black Friday, I think.
Playing this shit. Between ramming 5 guys and Battlefield, gamers don't have money for anything else. And even if they did, this game's greatest achievement is proving Activision can count to 7. This campaign is so bad that you get a free mode for beating it, but only 3 people ended up doing that, so they had to open it up.
Wow, dude, that
you get a free mode for beating it, but only 3 people ended up doing that, so
I don't know. I never really got into zombies. If I'm going to play a zombies game, it's going to be an actual full-fledged zombies game. Like back in the day, Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead 2. Not as good as Left 4 Dead 1, but Dead Rising, Dead Island, House of the Dead. Man. Some old school Resident Evil games too. Resident Evil 5 to be exact, my favorite. But yeah, those are the zombies. I don't like the whole zombies inside of another game. I'd rather just go play a actual full-fledged zombie game.
They had to open it up to everyone. And by everyone, I mean the 6 other people that played it through Game Pass. For reference, this campaign is 3 hours long. People can't make it through 3 hours. Black Ops 4 had a better campaign.
3 hours? For the campaign? That should be illegal. This costs $70. 3 hours for a campaign? Oh my god, dude. Even the bare bones bullshit empty ass story that Destiny 1 had was longer than that. That's bad. I bet you Angry Joe is fucking pissed. Oh my god, I gotta watch his review to this. It's a yearly thing for me to watch Angry Joe get really, really fucking angry. Especially with Madden. Oh my god. But
campaign than this. If you don't know, that game didn't have a campaign. You are now in on the funny. You may laugh. Spicy quesadilla. Here's a fun fact. Arc Raiders tripled every Call of Duty's player count, proving that if you just put proximity chat in a game, people will endure anything. If Arc Raiders feels like...
There's so many games that I've played that I thought to myself, man, prox chat would go fucking hard here. But no. What does gaming like to do?
Be nice to each other. Follow community guidelines. Don't be toxic.
Nah, man, don't be a bitch. This is gaming. The fuck? You can't even say anything anymore because you just get chat bans.
Sisyphus. Black Ops 7 feels like syphilis. Now, I'm not a big hyperbolizer. You know, I don't like to hyperbolize things, but the brain rot that...
A hyperbolizer. I'm gonna use that next time.
This game is inflicted upon me.
Wait, hold on, let me go back. This is crazy. This don't look like Call of Duty, man.
You know, I don't like to hyperbolize things, but the brain rot that this game is inflicted upon me will permanently impact the course of my bloodline. But it could be worse. I played this game for 5 hours and still got a refund. Gaben, you sexy beast. Just for you, I'm gonna go buy 5 more games that I won't play. Buy a couple throw pillows for the super yacht. On me. And to any remaining Black Ops defenders out there, I'm sorry, but 3 hours is not normal size. It is below average, and something like that would never satisfy anybody. You hear that? You don't have to keep lying to yourself like this. It won't get any bigger. To get us started, they removed all the fun because it was getting in the way of the cash shop. How can they expect to sell Nicki Minaj skins if the campaign has a pause button? This campaign is a gateway drug to Warzone. They put you on a Warzone map. They have you using...
Wait, hold on.
Cash shop. How can they expect to sell Nicki Minaj skins if the campaign has a pause button? This campaign is a gateway drug...
The campaign doesn't have a pause button? No. That can't be. You're lying to me. The campaign doesn't have a pause button. You're playing the campaign. Let me see if I heard that correctly.
They removed all the fun because it was getting in the way of the cash shop. How can they expect to sell Nicki Minaj skins if the campaign has a pause button? This campaign is a gateway drug to Warzone. They put you on a...
Wait, the campaign is multiplayer? Is that what you're telling me? So you can't pause. But they didn't... Did they not add to where you can play by yourself and pause? Or are you strictly relegated to this? You have to do this. Can you not play by yourself? And I play a lot of campaign games by myself. No, you can't go in solo. Oh god. Golly, dude. It's starting to make sense, man. These numbers are starting to make sense.
Warzone map. They have you using Warzone mechanics, and they even shove you into a multiplayer lobby so you get...
Is this person cheating? What is that? Why do they look that way? Why does that look like... What's that cheating software all these fucking lame-ass turds be using? Perfect Aim? What is it? Like a gray box. Fucking can't remember. I love watching cheaters get caught cheating while they're streaming. I can't remember, but
Warzone map. They have you using Warzone.
Yeah, that, or maybe that's just a skill or a perk within the game.
Mechanics, and they even shove you into a multiplayer lobby so you get used to being disappointed by your teammates. I'm just trying to make it through.
Oh, and I bet you that makes it incredibly toxic too, having to do this shit with fucking teammates. And you can't opt to do solo. So let's say you're trying to do something and you have teammates that are either AFK or they're throwing or they're trolling you and you're just trying to have fun in the campaign. Or it's like they're actively working to like make people not play this shit. Like, I truly feel like they don't want people to play this shit.
Through this bullshit, and now I've got to wait for my teammate to come back from being AFK so I can progress the story. Wow, I'm sitting in the final boss area for 15 minutes waiting to progress.
And out of those 100,000 people, now that you mentioned it, how many of these players are actual legit players and not cheaters? Call of Duty will always have a cheating problem. Actually, gaming will always have a cheating problem. You can't, I mean, you can contain it, you can't stop it. Out of those 100,000 players, how many are legit? Really? So, you already have a small player pool. Majority of them probably fucking cheating. And when the players that aren't cheating get tired of getting fucking cheated on, they're going to quit, which leaves just the cheaters. This is such a small pool of players, man. 100,000 for Call of Duty, that's hell small. And then it's just going to be cheater versus cheater. And then and then imagine your game suffers so greatly that people can't even play the campaign because they can't matchmake because you don't have a fucking solo option. It really is like they just don't want people to play this game.
Thinking the game broke, right? Wrong. Turns out my teammate can't figure out the fucking where's my water mini game. I yell at him, but he's probably 8 years old. And on top of that, they let your teammates talk during cutscenes, so now their stunning insight is not exclusive to multiplayer.
Take out every major city from Beijing to New York.
So I say...
I almost got triggered. I'm logging off. I would have logged off. I'm playing Call of Duty campaign, and I hear your fucking smoke detector in the middle of a cutscene. I'm good. Just gonna go play something else. I'm pissed. That noise triggers me more than anything on this planet, man. I don't think there's anything else that makes me more angry. I can't even think straight. I can't move. I can't operate. I can't do anything else until I fix it. It's just I hate it that much.
Fuck it, I'll just go and play this solo. At least I can pause in solo. And that's when the ghost of Bobby goes, you can't pause. So I walk away from my computer to take a lunch break, do a little light reading, came back, kicked for... I walk away from my computer to take a lunch break, do a little light...
Someone watched a shoe on head video, I see.
Light reading, came back, kicked for inactivity. So now when I gotta take a piss...
Kicked for inactivity in the camp. It's multiplayer.
I gotta do it during the cutscenes. But now here's the problem. When I go to get up, we're in some traditional Japanese gardens, and when I sit back down, I see a reminder to refund this shit as soon as I finish. I didn't know all that booty speak about competing with TikTok meant we were gonna start turning the games into brain rot. What are gonna...
Competing with TikTok? No, these motherfuckers are trying to compete with... It's so funny that I just mentioned it earlier. These motherfuckers are trying to compete with... That looks like a Destiny, but well... Size and scale. Looks like a Destiny boss. What are the mechanics? Maybe the mechanics are unique. Maybe the mechanics are interesting. Maybe there's like some unique, nimble, limber type, high speed, multiple button presses. Maybe there's a learning curve. Maybe on some Dark Souls type stuff, right? You know, die until you succeed. Keep dying. Repeat. Man.
Be the bosses in Black Ops 8. Cappuccino, assassino, chimpanzini, bananini, tralalero, tralala, tung 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 sahur, burr burr patapim. You're acting real loose and soft right now, Booty. I need you tight and firm, all right, Booty? I don't want any loose booty around here. I want a nice, tight booty at the helm. You understand me? Anyway, I'm getting off track. These constant boss fights are completely fucking stupid. The big boss in Modern Warfare 2 was a guy with a mustache. Now it is a Michael Rooker kaiju. A Michael Rooker kaiju that stole Bowser's entire moveset, by the way. The Rings of Fire, the Flaming Breath. Nintendo's coming for booty. That came out wrong. Nintendo's coming for booty's ass, and it's gonna be a mess. So long, Gay Harbor. When I saw this, I had to set the controller down. I had to go touch grass and think about life. I'm starting to question if Call of Duty was ever a good franchise. I came back, now I'm watching Frank Woods, Vietnam vet, turn into a giant flower monster. I know for a fact this was never a good franchise.
Because I haven't played in so long, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Which leads me into my next question. Do y'all know what's going on here? If you have played this game, what's going on there? Why is that guy like that? What happened? Why did he become this way? Why are we here fighting him? What are his motivations? What are our motivations to slay him? Do y'all know? I may be ignorant because it's been so much time that's passed, but to the people that have been in the trenches with this game, like, do y'all even know what the fuck's happening? I don't know.
I don't know how the fuck people thought that this could beat Battlefield 6. They couldn't even beat the allegation. This is a Call of Duty game, and I'm fighting enemies straight out of Borderlands. I'm fighting spiders, ghouls, dinosaurs, clankers. This game used to be a serious straight out of Borderlands.
Nah, bro, y'all fucking copied Destiny. This looks like a wizard queen, and those look like the dregs and the acolytes that follow the witches in Destiny, which I haven't played in a while, but I do remember my days of fighting Omnigul. If y'all ever played Destiny, Omnigul the Witch Queen, right? She was a wizard, and she was a hive wizard. Looked just like that, with little small acolytes surrounding them. I feel like y'all copied Destiny for this. That's all I see here.
I'm fighting spiders, ghouls, dinosaurs, clankers. This game used to be a serious game about serious things, damn it! And their health bars are preposterous. I have to dump our entire defense budget into every enemy. Look at how many...
Damn, they went the bullet sponge route, which is okay if the gameplay is good, but...
bullets these clankers eat. Yeah, it's fine when Orc Raiders does it. We like them. We don't like you. I just wanted to make that clear. Look at this shotgun. 1, 2, 3. Fuck you, Activision. The weapons do so little damage, I might as well throw these metal shaker cups at them. Now, the cans on this can would get me canned on YouTube, so check out the link below using code BAMMONEY for 10% off. Wow, even they knew the campaign was boring. How do I know this? They spam notifications every 3 seconds just to keep you from falling asleep mid-reload. Half the time, they do it right in the middle of important dialogue. Can you imagine if the old games did that? In other news, Activision was called.
Good God, that was an assault on the ears. Could you imagine? I didn't, but just showed me what it sounded like, and yeah, that would be fucking terrible. Oh, they used AI for game development? So, you used AI for game development, Activision, which means you're using AI for game development. That means that's less people that need to work on the game, which means that's less. How can you use AI and still charge $70? I don't understand that. Like, it did it for you. I don't know.
Using AI to make the banner images, and people were shocked. If they're gonna use AI to make the banner images,
Banners. Y'all got lazy with the banners and the emblems. Oh man, we are so far removed from... Y'all remember in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 where you could create your own emblem? I mean, yeah, sure, it got pretty crazy. You'd see swastikas and crazy shit like that, right? Nazi symbols, racist stuff. But you would see a lot of cool fucking artwork that the community would develop themselves, and they would display it on their profile. And there was even entire YouTube channels dedicated to teaching you how to fucking do your emblem, like cool, unique designs. And we went from that to this. It's just regular, standard AI paste as it, like...
And people were shocked. If they're gonna use AI to make the banner images, I'm gonna use Gork AI to review their use.
If you're gonna use AI, bro, I think it's a crime that y'all are charging $70. That shit, that doesn't even seem right.
Of AI. Here we go. Adolf. All right, that's enough of that. AI's not ready. Pimps, this is $1 billion slop. They're gonna cut costs wherever the fuck they can. By next year.
Which just goes to show me that I think they know they're done. I think they know they're done at this point, just by the way they're moving. Really. Cutting costs, using AI, they've probably laid off employees, they probably have nothing more than a skeleton crew that works on these games at this point, right? But they know that every Call of Duty game that comes out, they're still going to meet the status quo, because people will buy it. Yeah, sure, the hardcore fans quit. A lot of people quit. But guess what? Every year, a brand new Call of Duty sucker is born. That little 8-year-old that finally got permission from his parents to play video games, guess what he's going to go buy, guys? And he doesn't know any better. How could he know? He doesn't watch videos like this. He doesn't know what's what. The only thing he knows is that his friends play Call of Duty and he wants to play Call of Duty. That's what Activision is banking on. They don't give a fuck about me. They don't give a fuck about players like you. They don't give a fuck about the players that are feeling nostalgic for Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops or games of the past. Maybe we outgrew them, or maybe they're simply just not delivering anymore. But one thing is for certain, we're not the target audience anymore. And it shows. And they are just going to milk everything they can until there's nothing left. That's why they're moving like this, I feel. This is someone who... This is moves made by someone... it's almost like someone, like when someone's about to die, they start getting their affairs in order and they start moving way differently than they did before they were terminal, right? So that's kind of what I'm seeing with all of this. It doesn't really seem like they have confidence in their product anymore. They're just throwing shit against the wall, and they're going to pray that the blind masses buy it. And they're going to pray that we don't watch videos like this. Pretty much.
Activision's HR department is going to be replaced by a Google Doc that just says, stop it. You used AI like this when you...
God, dude, look at these fucking numbers.
Be replaced by a Google Doc that just says, stop it. You used AI...
All-time peak 3 years ago. What was 3 years ago? Was that Warzone? Maybe Warzone. I don't know. Warzone had a lot of players at one point. 70,000. And I could understand if the game had been out for like 2 years already, 3 years, 4 years. Hell, if your game if your game is past its junior year, 70,000 is a respectable number. Not if your game came out yesterday, which Black Ops 7 essentially pretty much came out fucking yesterday. Like, that is abysmal.
AI like this when you should have used AI like this. Do you see what you did wrong, Booty? As for the story, rumor has it they used AI to write...
And it's not a bad thing to use AI, but when you're using AI to supplement actual hard work and development, well, that's what you get.
That too, which would explain why half the campaign feels like a fever dream directed by ChatGPT after 3-4 locos and a head injury. As for the multiplayer, I gave up on all that when they started
Now, I did hear from people that the multiplayer was good. Maybe. Maybe they're just, I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore.
managing your fun with skill-based matchmaking. It always goes like this. The enemy...
Oh, didn't they say that they did away with skill-based matchmaking? Or was that a lie? I heard that. I was like, oh, well, COD fans are gonna be happy. I'm happy for them because fuck skill-based matchmaking. I hate skill-based matchmaking. It was the most fun with connection-based matchmaking. But I guess I don't know.
Team gets 4 sweats, and my team gets 4 people who installed the game by accident. After just an astonishing launch.
That's been, you know, and it's not just Call of Duty. To be fair to Call of Duty, that's been my experience with a lot of video games that I played. Take it easy, Desiree. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out. That's been my experience with a lot of games that I've played. It's been my experience in Apex Legends. It's been my experience in Destiny. It's been my experience in Destiny 2. It was my experience in Star Wars Battlefront. It's like, I'm doing really good. But my teammates, like he said, they just discovered thumbs, right? So they can't do much. The other team, however, well, it's fucking Shroud. It's fucking another pro player. It's a fucking YouTuber and his friend and a fucking Smurf. Yeah. Those are my lobbies. And it's just like, I hate this. It's almost like there's no incentive to do good because it doesn't matter what I do, I lose. It's almost like I should throw the next 5 games just so I can get one decent match that's actually fun. But that's just time consuming, and who has time for that? I don't.
Activision is thanking the fans for all the positive feedback.
I changed everything. I changed the profile picture and the banner. I just got bored of it.
And they've actually chosen me to personally thank them, so let's do it. This game gave me acne, AIDS, allergies, Alzheimer's disease. Just an embarrassing release in an embarrassing game. Activision thanks you.
I saw a comment from someone that said, this game was so fucking bad it made me get a job. I was like, oh, burn. Your game was so shit, he'd rather go work. Oh, dude.
West 1107, anal itching, anxiety disorders, arthritis, asthma. This guy says, thanks to everybody for using code bail money. We're this close. Autism, asbestos, bad breath. I got scammed. Yes, you did. And Activision thanks you for it. Bacterial vaginosis, benign prostate hyperplasia. That's French.
I downloaded I've been playing old games too, man. I downloaded an emulator. I've been playing all the old Pokemon games. Red, Yellow, Crystal. My favorite so far is Pokemon Emerald. And then I downloaded the original Doom game. I just found a whole bunch of ROMs, dude. Like, once I downloaded that emulator, I went fucking bananas. I went online and found a whole bunch of ROMs from, like, back in the day, PS2, PS1, Nintendo DS, Sega Dreamcast. Like, I found so many ROMs to play different games. Like, Doc, I played God of War Ghost of Sparta on my tablet via an emulator. And Ghost of Sparta was actually a PSP exclusive. That didn't come out on the actual PlayStation console. But I still had so much fun playing it. It was so good. All right, what was the next one? I don't wanna. Oh, yeah, I like God of War. I like games like that. Games like Dark Souls, God of War, Sekiro. I haven't played much of the. Actually, I haven't played any of the Dark Souls outside of Ghost of Sparta because I've never had a PlayStation. I had a PlayStation when I was younger, but I wasn't into God of War when I was younger. I was into shit like Soul Reaver, Gran Turismo, fucking when I had a PlayStation anyway. I always used to play, I think it was like Tiger Woods PGA golf when I was a kid with my dad, and he would beat my ass every time. I was like, "You're a fucking nerd." He's like, "Don't be salty. You're just mad. You trash." I could never beat him. I always claimed that game was trash just because I could never beat him. The game was good though. Dude, you should. God of War is actually pretty fire. If oh no. Oh, okay. What was yours, Kevin? I pulled up my Discord but completely forgot to look at it. Hold on. Which I put here? Okay. How to paint like a New York mayor, John Ross. Wait, I think I've seen him before. Is he is he bald? Is he a bald white guy with a wig that looks like Bob Ross? I think I've seen video. He's funny. I think I've seen that. All right. Watching Landman. That sounds like a horrible Marvel movie. Landman. But I hope you have fun. Yeah. All saber-toothed cat hunting scenes from Dino Clip? Nah, hold on. I'm not typing all this out. Fuck all that. Let me read the comments real quick of this. So yeah, Black Ops 7 is dead as fuck. It was dead on arrival. That's not even hyperbole. That's like literally dead on arrival. That's... This game cost 3.5 silk songs. Let that sink in. Okay, that fire alarm beep was diabolical. I know, man. You almost fucking sent me into a tailspin of fucking negativity. Whew. I almost went off the deep end there. No, yeah. Everyone's on the same page. For the first time, I actually want Nintendo to sue. Why would Nintendo sue Activision? One of these days, I'll get on Arc Raiders and I'll stream it for you guys. I'm down. And then after that, I'll play something else. But just know, when I play a game, guys, I'll be streaming in the. I'll start streaming gaming in the future. Just not right now. I got a lot going on right now, and I'll have a lot going on in the next 3 to 4 months. So, but after that, sometime closer to the end of next year, I'll start streaming gaming again. But just know, when I stream a game, I play that bitch till end game. I don't just play it and then go to something else. I don't swap like that. Hard to stop. Unless I get pissed off and I just... But like RPGs, MMOs, and stuff like that, bro, I'll play that till it's fucking over. Until I have the best build in the game and I feel satisfied. Alright. Let's paste this. Prehistoric planet. Ice Age. Saber-toothed cat versus dire wolves. Yo, no way. Dire Wolves was the name of an exotic shotgun in a video game that I used to play. Destiny. Alright. Which, that shotgun fucking sucked. I'm remembering it. It looked cool. Fucking trash, though. Look at the teeth on this fucking thing. Can you imagine that thing just going in right here into your fucking neck? Just, it's over. Take me. That's it. Be gentle. Or actually, you know what? Make it quick. Because, I wonder what the bite force on these fucking things are. They look cute, don't they?
North American saber-toothed cats
Fuck your whole world
are
up.
powerful hunters. But they won't say no to scavenging an easy meal. The sun is low, so the tar is still solid underfoot.
Here's my question. Where's the dad? Or is that the dad? That feels like a mama. I want to know how this woolly mammoth died. Jackals, hyenas. No, the wolves. Which, essentially...
Dire wolves.
Bro, and wolves roam in packs. Please don't tell me that these wolves get fucking embarrassed by this saber-tooth.
Wolves.
Don't tell me that he runs it up on a fucking 1v3 and embarrasses these fucking wolves.
The saber-toothed cats, deadly rivals.
Because nothing makes a parent fight more fiercely than anyone else on the planet when their kids are involved. Look what that fucking thing has. Children.
Pack hunters with a bone-crushing bite.
Damn, dude, it really is about like who gets here first, essentially.
The pack will kill the cubs if they get the chance.
Yeah, that's like a fucking sushi roll to them.
Saber-tooth.
Bro, are we watching AI? This is like this is some really good animation. I feel like I'm watching something that was filmed yesterday. Like somewhere. Nah, this is like prehistoric shit we're watching.
And dire wolves are an even match.
If it is AI, this is AI that I do approve of. This is educational and entertaining.
But the tar has changed everything.
Oh no.
The dire wolves use their powerful sense of smell to find
Yeah, but if you're affected by it, so will they.
a safe path.
Bro, this blows. Now we know how the woolly mammoth died. Got fucking stuck there, starved to death, or got stuck there and got killed by something. I don't think there's gonna be any glory here. Not for the saber-tooth anyway.
With her cubs in mortal danger, she finds the strength to break free.
Oh shit. Yo, the saber-tooth is a beefy fucker compared to these dire wolves. Damn, so there was only one of you wolves that was really about it. The other three of you sat there and let your homie take a fucking beating, and y'all were just like, nah, man, I'm good. See, I told you he was strong. I told you we shouldn't even come over here, dude. There was that gazelle over there. You fucked us up, man. Y'all still got the woolly mammoth, though. So there's that, but your pride's gone. Oh, look at that. No good deed goes unpunished. That's what you get. Sucks. And look at your bitch-ass homies. They ain't gonna help you. See?
Pack are powerless to help. Tar pits cause the deaths of thousands of Ice Age creatures. This family has been lucky.
I thought I was gonna see a more brutal fight there between these two animals, but this was still good nonetheless. I still enjoyed that. Sabertooth is fucking big, like big. So saber-tooths weren't pack hunters. Oddly surprising. I had them pegged as such, given the extreme territory and conditions they had to operate in. Operating in all this by yourself? Psycho. Or a legend. Could go either way. It's not AI, it's just really good CGI. Yeah, bravo on that, actually. I would have paid more attention in class in high school if the videos looked like that we were shown. That was a Shaka Khan. America at one point had lions? I don't know what happened, but those lions better be glad they didn't meet Florida Man. Because those poor lions. We've already seen what these crazy fuckers can do with alligators and pythons. Lord. I do believe that Florida man, a Florida man, or woman, I don't know, you never know, take on a fucking lion. Or probably a pack of them. I feel like I've seen crazier shit in Florida, so. Ice Age lied to us. Disney got it wrong. Oh, there wasn't that much snow? I mean, at one point there probably was, but maybe there's been more time without snow than with snow, right? But I guess. I don't know. Toby, what's good? My Thanksgiving was fantastic, dude. I had a really, really good time. I ate a lot of food, and I just chilled and hung out with my niece. Went down to the lake, hung out by the water. It was a good time. We had a whole bunch of kettle pop, like, you know those little, like, kettle popcorn. It's like those little cases. They're like in a circle. Hold it over a fire, and it, like, popcorn starts popping, and it's like this, like, silver styrofoam thing that, like, raises up like a circle. You know what I'm talking about? My mom, she bought some, and when I got there, my niece was like, let's make popcorn by the fire. So we did, right? And it was good. And the next day, I was like, Mom, Nayeli wants to do the popcorn thing again tonight. So make sure you get more popcorn when you go into town. She's like, all right, I will. So she does. She gets it. So the time comes for us to make this popcorn, and we make it, right? And we start eating it. Dog, it's fucking disgusting. It's so nasty. And I'm like, oh God, Mom, this is expired as fuck. And she's like, really? I was like, yes, it's bad. She's like, oh no. I was like, what? What's the problem? She's like, I bought 12 of them. I was like, well, you bought 12 fucking packs of expired fucking kettle popcorn. That's great. So what we did is the following day, we had another bonfire, and we just took all the fucking popcorn, threw it in there, let it burn. It popped up. It was glorious and everything. But we did not eat it. It was so bad. Jiffy Pop. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. Expired as fuck, dude. And I was like, oh, man. That's unfortunate. But yeah, that's... But that's gonna do it, dudes. I really wanted to go live as soon as I got home. I'm rarely live this late, but we'll be live again tomorrow. We're gonna be doing some music tomorrow. I just wanted to get on here. I missed you guys, really, for the most part. I wanted to get on here and just bullshit, watch some videos, and quite possibly get some shit that I can record and actually upload, since I haven't uploaded anything in like a week and a half. But we will be live on Twitch tomorrow doing music. So if you have music requests, go ahead and put those in if you'd like. That'd be good. And if y'all missed any parts of the stream, you can either watch it back or fear not. A lot of this stuff, I'm just going to chop it up, edit it, throw it onto the main video section of the YouTube channel. So, and it's not like I delete these or private them, so y'all can just rewatch these at will if y'all want. So, unlike Twitch, fucking streams expire. The lamest shit ever, dude. But yeah, love you guys. Thanks so much for hanging. Thanks so much for chilling with me. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for hanging out and showing up. I really appreciate it. I gave y'all very short notice of me going live, so I appreciate y'all tuning in for as long as y'all did. All right. So love y'all. See you tomorrow. Have a good evening. Hopefully y'all had a good Thanksgiving. And if I just so happen to not see y'all again, I hope y'all have a good Christmas. All right.